The speech really, it transcends any challenge that you might have, physical or intellectual, or any sort of limitation that you think you might have.
And I had always known that Ironman was kind of a metaphor for life, but Mike really put it all together as he used that metaphor to explain how we can go from ordinary to extraordinary.
I knew I was batting ninth and playing right field. I hope you can make out this picture. What's the pitcher doing? This is game on. He's about to throw the pitch. What's the guy in right field doing? He's oblivious. You know, I learned something important about this whole thing about specific edge. And that is, to really be a good athlete as a young person, you have to have size, you have to be big, you have to have speed, and you have to have eye-hand coordination. I got to tell you, I had none of the above. But I did find something as I aged that I was pretty good at. You know, I was a pretty good runner, I was a pretty good swimmer, and I was a pretty good biker. Now, what is an Ironman? For those of you who don't know, it's a 2.4-mile swim. It's a 112-mile bike. It's a 26.2-mile run. My wife came to me and said very tenderly, Mike, is the life insurance and things all in order? Okay, Kona, it's the Super Bowl, it's the World Series, it's the Boston, it's the Tour de France. This is the big deal in the triathlon world. You have to qualify, and I never forgot for a second it was that kid from right field that was going to the World Championships. And somehow for that last 6 miles, I pushed through, and I came across that finish line in 11 hours, 11 minutes, and 23 seconds with my wife screaming at the top of her lungs, "You're second!" For my age. And somebody came up to me and said, Mike, what's next? And you know, that's when I realized what my next level was for me and what really I was passionate about. And that's become a mentor.
Mike has heart, and I mean that in two different ways. One is he has heart in the sense of grit, and that's what comes out in his presentation.
Wonderful program. I think what I took away from most is the concept of mentoring.
It's very inspirational. He's got some igniter points in there that I think everybody can take from it.
But the whole time I was listening to the talk, I was constantly thinking of applications for my own life.
He also has heart in the sense of generosity and love for other people, and that comes out and it's inspiring.